In the intricate world of human attraction, jealousy is often misunderstood as a negative trait, but when observed through the lens of psychology, it can be one of the most honest indicators of a man's deep emotional investment. While toxic possessiveness is something to avoid, protective jealousy is a biological response that occurs when a man realizes how much he truly values a woman. It is the subconscious fear of loss that triggers a man to step up, protect his territory, and ensure that the connection he has built with you remains exclusive and sacred. When a man's heart is captured, he stops being indifferent to the world around you and begins to act as a guardian of your shared bond. These signs often manifest in subtle, non-verbal ways that reveal the hidden language of his devotion. It might be a sudden shift in his posture when a rival enters the room, a lingering touch during a public goodbye, or the way he becomes a silent detective of your social circle. These behaviors are triggered by the realization that you have become his inner sanctum, someone so precious that the mere thought of losing your attention to someone else creates an internal friction. He shows how much he likes you by his refusal to be a passive observer of your life. Instead, he becomes an active participant in securing your heart. In this script, we are exploring 15 signs as jealousy reveals how much he likes you. We will break down the guardian energy that surfaces around rivals and the competitive upgrades he makes to ensure he remains the hero of your story. By understanding these psychological tells, you can distinguish between a man who is just passing through and a man who is all in. Prepare to see his protective instincts in a new light, as the ultimate proof that you are the most important person in his world. 1. He becomes unusually quiet when other men are mentioned. When a man is deeply invested, his silence is often louder than his words. This quiet withdrawal is a protective mechanism for his ego. He is performing an internal threat assessment, comparing his own value to the man you just mentioned. This isn't about him being boring. It's about his attentional bias shifting toward protecting his status in your heart. He shows how much he cares by the weight of that silence, proving that the mere thought of a rival is enough to momentarily halt his world. 2. He suddenly enhances his own appearance or effort around you. Jealousy often triggers a competitive upgrade. If he feels his position is threatened, he will subconsciously peacock, improving his gym routine, dressing sharper, or wearing a better fragrance. He wants to ensure that when you look at the world, your eyes always land back on him as the best option. He shows how much he values your gaze by refusing to be outshone, proving he is willing to work for your continued attraction. 3. He asks subtle, probing questions about your male friends. He becomes a social detective, seeking to map out the emotional history and proximity of other men in your circle. These questions aren't just small talk. They are investigative. He wants to know if there were ever feelings involved or if these men have hidden intentions. He shows how much he likes you by his need for relational clarity, acting as a filter to ensure your circle is safe and respectful of the bond you share. 4. He interrupts your conversations with other men to reclaim your attention. This is interposition behavior. By appearing with a drink or a gentle touch while you're talking to someone else, he is breaking the spell of the rival's conversation. He shows how much he values your exclusive attention by reinserting himself as your primary connection. It is a primal way of signaling to the other man that the seat is taken, ensuring that the spark between you remains the center of the room. 5. He displays a protective physical shield when you are out together. In public, his jealousy manifests as guardian energy. He might put an arm around you or stand slightly in front of you when a group of men is nearby. This physical boundary deters others from approaching. He shows how much he values the sanctity of your presence by signaling your togetherness to the world. It's a high-level sign of masculine devotion that makes you feel cherished and secure. 6. He becomes hyper-attentive to your social media interactions. The digital world is a new frontier for mate guarding. He monitors who is liking your photos or sliding into your DMs because he values the purity of your online interactions. He shows how much he cares by how much he notices. To him, a stranger's heart emoji is a potential breach in the fortress. His digital vigilance proves he is all in, even in the virtual space, protecting the connection from outside noise. 7. He expresses dislike for specific men without a clear reason. Men often use masculine intuition to detect the hidden motives of other men. If he bristles at a nice guy you know, he's likely sniffing out a mating strategy you've missed. He shows how much he likes you by acting as a preemptive strike against influences who don't respect your relationship. He values your safety so much that is willing to be the bad guy to keep your environment clear of snakes. 8. He tries to outshine others by highlighting his own successes. When you praise another man's wins, he feels a status correction trigger. He will mention his own recent successes to ensure he remains the hero in your eyes. This isn't just bragging, it's a reassertion of value. He shows how much he values your respect by working tirelessly to remain your number one. Your admiration is his fuel, and his jealousy drives him toward constant self-improvement for your sake. 9. He lingers longer than usual when saying goodbye in public. Public goodbyes are high-stakes transitions. By lingering, holding a hug or a hand a few seconds longer, he is claiming the connection before you step into the unprotected world. He shows how much he likes you by his reluctance to let go. This anchoring behavior signals to any onlookers that you are spoken for, and it ensures that he is the last thing on your mind as you walk away. 10. He monitors your reaction when other men are nearby. He is a student of your micro-expressions. When a charismatic man enters the room, your partner watches you, not the rival. He is looking for reassurance that he is still the only one who can make you blush. He shows how much he values your desire by his sensitivity to where your eyes land. This reaction monitoring proves that he treats your interest as a sacred gift that he never wants to lose. 11. He becomes visibly restless when you talk about your past. Retroactive jealousy is a sign that he views your heart as a territory he wishes he could have protected forever. Hearing about exes creates internal friction because those memories represent stolen time. He shows how much he cares by his inability to remain cool during these stories. He wants to be your first and last, and his restlessness proves he is mourning the time he lost before he met you. 12. He offers to drive or escort you whenever you meet new people. This escort behavior is a way of being your social anchor. He wants to be the frame around your interactions with strangers. He shows how much he values you by ensuring your entry and exit from new environments are tied to him. It's a subtle way of guarding the perimeter of your life. He values your security so much that he'd rather be your personal chauffeur than leave your safety to chance. 13. He validates his position in your life through extra acts of service. Jealousy can be a quality control mechanism. If he feels his status is slipping, he will become hyperproductive, fixing things, running errands, or making your life easier. He shows how much he likes you by trying to make himself indispensable. He values your reliance on him because it secures his borders. His servant leadership is the sound of a man determined to be the only one who truly knows how to take care of you. 14. He seeks constant reassurance about where he stands with you. A man whose heart is captured is a man whose ego is on the line. He might ask, "Are you still happy with me?" because he values your opinion above all else. His jealousy makes him hypersensitive to any perceived distance. He shows how much he cares by his vulnerability. He has dismantled his stoic armor and is letting you see how much he needs your validation to feel at peace. 15. He exhibits a guardian energy that only surfaces around rivals. When other men approach, he shifts into alert mode. His posture becomes more authoritative, and his voice may drop an octave. This is mate shielding. He shows how much he values you by broadcasting his commitment. He creates a safe zone where your energy is protected. This guardian energy is the hallmark of a man who is husband material. He is proving that he is your shield against the world.